could be throwing these two smokes towards a catwalk, one that lands in CT that creates the one-way towards that default box. Very common to see. Not so much in pistol rounds, but you know, no one there, and yeah, we're going to see that exact smoke go down for Vitality. Not the traditional catwalk one, just cutting off CT instead. That's a great call, because there's actually no one holding the cross. Device is the first point of contact. He's very passive on long, but he does get a kill. Mizuta gone down. Astralis smoked off in spawn, remember. Glaive can't come through that. He doesn't want to, so it's going to be a wraparound through Cat instead, and that's, you know, by design. ZywOo here, ready and waiting. Vitality baiting them in, and ZywOo's going to find both kills. There's another man around the corner. He's stalling him out. He's buying time, but he won't be able to buy enough. His life gone, and the retake on.
Retake on, 2v2. Device falls from the car position. It does leave Apex and RPK to try to get a defensive maneuver pushed in on this bomb. It's going to be Magisk with the push, actually, and so far it's not gone well for Astralis. They do fall through the pistol round. That does give Vitality a leg up currently in this game, 1-0. Learn a little bit about the game while you're over there. Meanwhile, learning about the game will be RPK. Gets absolutely eliminated there by Glaive's scout. That was surely a gross shot, just as gross as that.
Yeah, bomb dropped in the pit. They got across, and that's a danger when Device is waiting. You usually want to flash that fight, but Vitality were holding on to utility, and now all they have is a single flashbang. It goes out. Device hangs around, though, and he still gets a tag onto Shox, who will trade the kill, but this is up for question right now. Vitality not out of this round, but Xyp9x could seal their fate if they don't expect this position. Shox looks towards long. Xyp9x, smart decision, lets him pass, times it to perfection. What a genius, and he's going to get so much damage off on the back line as well. Shox is still killing a player on the site, but a quick trade leaves Mizuta tagged up earlier from the scout alone. 10 seconds. He's found the first, but there's no time.
He's running.
Xyp9x is already out of here. He's won the round.
Yeah, and the timing of that long peek is kind of unparalleled. That is actually creepy. That's the stuff that happens in matchmakes. There's going to be a response here from Astralis. They're going to drop 2 Molotovs there. That's going to cause a little bit of disruption in the plans.
I wonder if that was purpose or not, because it's just going to get instantly smoked and nothing valuable coming from a double molly there. Oh, what a flank. Shox and Mizuta, fast play on long. They get the timing as Astralis are looking towards a catwalk. Moment of truth. And he will stand tall. No repeats coming out from Vitality. Apart from that one, that is a, well, Krieg. Apex new to the IGL role, but plenty of ideas that have got Vitality to this position. 3-1 in the group so far. Looking to get that top spot, looking to get stage 2. Will this be the solution? Xyp9x on the site. He's going to be dealt a rough hand as lots of players come his way. It's only one, as you can see they're doubling back. Vitality bailing out of this A site. They've seen the AWP. They want nothing to do with it. Going towards B. No mid to B smoke is a danger, but they trade a kill. Xyp9x fires back, and Vitality bail out of middle. They're going to go back towards the tunnels and take over this B site.
Yeah, considering he's all the way over A, Xyp9x does a stellar job of getting that trade. It really takes the pressure out of dupree's hold here. He only has to watch the tunnels. He's only got to worry about that. 7 seconds for RPK, and this tank has been stopped in its tracks. There's the kill.
Through long, and they're mollying a position that has already been cleared out. In the meantime, Vitality are picking up the pace towards catwalk, and dupreeh will stop the first man in.
Magisk, I think he got a little bit of a whiff of Apex there, and now they've sent Xyp9x back around to keep an eye on long. This is perfect from Astralis. The Shadow's given up Apex. ZywOo, though, keeps Vitality in this round. Astralis, they've got to go real fast if they want to get back into this, and I think they've let that timer tick on down a little too far. They'll bow out of this round. Team Vitality are going to get their 3rd on the board.
Both teams have weapons. ZywOo doing what he does best, getting out in front of the opposition and finding a kill on a Magisk. Meanwhile, it's going to be dupreeh from the car. They're going to double peek him, walk him right into what is Xyp9x's import.
Shox. Is he gonna? That probably sounds horrible on the mic.
Yeah, I'm going to put that down.
Yeah,
no, I'm sorry.
It's a shame. If it made the noise how it should, it would. Maybe it would sound good.
Harry, can you give us an impression of the noise that you would?
Yeah. So you got to have a little blow. Yeah.
Oh,
that's not bad.
That sounds like a balcony door.
How do we rate that one?
I'm going to give it a 0 out of 1. So that's not bad.
That's not that bad. That's like all on the way to being top marks,
it's
really.
Split down the middle almost, sort of like this round. We look at it, and it was a 3v3. Shox on 7 HP. They're going to get this bomb plant in the A site unless...
No.
Big grenade here. Shout out to the man. The Mamba mentality. Rest in peace, Kobe.
He's read it well. Flash is there. He's going to try and take a fight. Gets the leg to Device. Does he know? Zipnix is close. Still occupied by the catwalk. Now he's got to be convinced. Molotov down. Checks back towards a ramp. He looks close, and that's exactly where Zipnix sits. Sneaking up. No flash for Device to set his teammate up for pole position. And the fact that they're waiting at the Molotov is excellent. It means ZywOo now is exposed to the backline as well, and he has to consider all options. 4 kills for Zipnix, and Astralis get that retake. Vitality is so unsure.
Yeah, I don't know if this is by design, right? Because 20 seconds now, they try and go towards A. They try and get in. They've left themselves with very little time on the clock. The bomb is the first thing in, and it will get dropped immediately there. 10 seconds or just under. Missed shot from Device, and that bomb plant comes in with a second to spare. Vitality, they've somehow, some way been able to get back into this round.
Yeah, but Glaive is still here. He's still close in CT to put the hurt down. Device can bait them in with the AWP. He's hiding inside of the smoke. Glaive, oh dear, they've read it. ZywOo hits a shot, and somehow, some way, I don't understand it, but Vitality have done it. 6 rounds on this T side, and Vitality, they're fast playing B.
Oh, the Deagles coming to life
See
now.
you later.
And Device. Oh, he's been quiet with the AWP, but with the Deag, he comes alive. Only Apex left standing and alone.
Old Devi.
Here it is. Ooh. Oh, how is he?
Damn.
No.
It's another round where these nades from Astralis have brought Vitality down to like 50 points of health on a player before they've even seen anyone. Device tries to get thrown up in that boost there. It does at least let Masuta get the trade, but Device, another multi-kill round. At the very least, he's on to 2. Can he manage any more? There's another. Device, where's this been? Oh, and number 4, go on, get it all. Take them all down. Astralis 9-6 at the end of the first half. They're set up outside of this A-bomb site. They're going to, B-bomb site rather. They throw that smoke over. Oh, nice opener. Masuta, give us a couple more of them, bud. Come on. They're trying to spot his head over the top of the box. How is Masuta still alive? Shouldn't be for much longer. And indeed, he's not. He will finally get dealt with. And now Magisk leading in the entries. Device offers up 2 seemingly from nowhere, and it's only Shox left standing with this defuse kit. Device takes down 3.
It wasn't a necessity. That was more of a flex than anything. And, you know, I respect it. I really do. At 12-6 rather, in the final night of this stage of EPL, just brutality. Astralis taking no prisoners, as said, Trace. It's a fast cat play. RPK, good shot on 1. He doubles down. He's been so good on this A site so far, and 3 kills will keep Vitality in this round. It looked done. It's not quite. 2-on-2 retake, but a long plant. If Device can escape with the AWP, he can win this round, but Apex through the smoke has dropped the bomb, leaving the clutch master in a clutch.
A minister of sorts, but he's got his work cut out for him here. Op and M4 in the hands of Vitality on Apex Masuta, and the first point of contact is going to be the mid doors. Zipex comes out on top of that. Surely that doesn't make Apex feel any better going into the latter stage of this round. I say that, there's still a minute left on the clock.
Ooh.
Bombs down on the site. Zipex finding the fight here. Right along elbow. He's going to back out, reposition, probably go towards long A if I had to guess, and try it all over again. Now, we've caught up with Apex a couple times after the game, and he is currently running the ship over there for Vitality. Let's see how this round pays out. He's going to push off catwalk. Zipex working his way up long. Will he be heard, though? He's running the entire way. Apex currently not hearing him. Still eyes trained on catwalk. Look at this maneuver.
Yeah, he should have the read. He should know exactly what's going on.
I think Apex has been very, very smart here, right? The moment Zipnix stops peeking from cat, Apex realizes that something is wrong and starts to re-aggress. He actually goes through that Molotov. Zipnix wasn't ready for it. This isn't where that play is going to end up. And this catwalk push from Vitality could be well timed. They've dropped the bomb. They found themselves a man advantage. Pressure's on now for Device as he tries to get this trade. The flashes are good, and they're going to keep him off the angle. Apex even goes running through that mid-smoke, and it is just Device left. He's been brought down to 1 point of health. Team Vitality, they're going to get their 7th now.
You know, you've got to throw one of those rounds in every now and then if you're Vitality. Keep Astralis on their toes, and boy, they are. ZywOo, fast, flashy's fully white. Oh, God, no one can see a thing. Zipnix is gone from the round, and the trade from ZywOo keeps Vitality the advantage. Dupree, only 1 before he departs this one. ZywOo, again, ready. The flash is not landing, and ZywOo almost gets that kill. He scopes out right as Device comes into the angle. That is unlucky.
Shox, Bazooka, and Apex. Gonna have to go for it here in this A site. Grenade's gonna come out and do a little bit of damage, but Glaive is quick on the draw to Apex and CT spawn. Does give them a bomb plan on the side of Astralis. And now for Devac, what can he do? Holding down Catwalk. Mazuta's gonna have an AWP there to respond. If Shox goes down, just barely misses his hand. Now the intel's there that there's at least one player of Vitality on Catwalk, at least one player on Bricks. Let's see what Device can do. He finds one, looks for the second one, and can he land it will be the big question. Yes, he does. What are you doing, Device? This is rank S. Just kidding. It's Pro League.
Pre is out middle. We haven't seen a mid to B yet in this half, so Astralis still throwing in new things. Vitality set up with 2 players on that site, but this is a situation where if Astralis trade even equally, even if they go 3-3, which I don't think they will, I think they'll do a lot better than that. This is probably a done game because Vitality are going to have trouble retaking with no kits. That's a crucial kill though. Tunnels gifted over to Vitality. They've got massive map control. They can hide inside, but Dupree's already dropped the first man through the smoke. Mazuta climbing up has saved the day single-handedly here for Vitality, and he's not done with 2, a third, the flank in from Device, and if there was any man.
Yeah, in his current form, Device should be the one to answer the call here. AWP towards Plat, he's going to jump off, all the noise in the world. There's absolutely no way he's hiding from that. Zywoo tries to peek from the window with the FAMAS. Meanwhile, 2 members of Vitality come from the tunnels, and it's Shox to put an end to this round.
I mean, they keep losing because, of course, no AWP, limited utility, no Molotovs, just a fast play. You're looking for gunfights, you're looking for kills, and RPK is full of them. He's going to take down Dupree quickly, and the catwalk push coming through for Astralis already getting picked apart.
Now, this was something Zonic talked about, was having an answer for Zywoo. Currently in the A site, they don't have one. Just Zipex trying to peek him off with an AK. Well, they're going to have to do quite a bit of groundwork here, quite a bit of leg work for the side of Astralis. Only map control they have is that of lower B and upper B tunnels. Meanwhile, Shox on a fast flank. He finds himself in middle. Could technically escape towards T-spawn. They bait out the shot on Mazuta on their pursuit of this B bomb site. Now it's completely undefended.
Wow, the retake for the game to keep Vitality in it. This position could be everything. Glaive, do they check it? RPK's walking by. Free kill for Glaive. There's a second man down low, but he's taking his sweet, sweet time. That Molotov, oh, he's going to go through it. No other option, no other choice. And Glaive is just sitting as Shox burns alive. Wow. It's done. Get him out of here. Vitality, 10 rounds in the first map. Astralis are going to take it away from them.
And almost immediately, pressure put onto middle here from Shox as this pistol round is already roaring and underway. Magis there getting that first kill for Astralis, leaves them a man up. The pressure's back in for Vitality. They're going to try and take B. And the timing on this push is perfect. Xyp9x was holding this for an hour, it feels like. And now, suddenly, it's full of Team Vitality players. Oh, it might not matter. They're getting mopped up. It's left, it's right. But in the end, it's only Apex left standing all alone. A lot to do, but there's the opener onto Magisk. Astralis now, minute and 10 seconds. They try and tuck tail, run into the connector, but this could be the bomb given over. Device, oh dear, but he's helped by Xyp9x, who swoops in and saves the day. Astralis, they'll get that pistol round on the board.
Last time we saw these two teams face each other on this map was back at Katowice, with Alex, of course, in the Vitality roster instead of Masuta. That was where Astralis picked up a dominant win.
But again, overpass, a playground almost, if you think about it, for Astralis. Pop clear there towards water. It's going to be a push off of the bricks. Sandbags, rather, with RPK.
RPK's Deagle here. They've spotted it, and this Molotov is going to make things a little bit tricky for RPK. Shox wrapping round, and he might have just caught a fantastic timing. Indeed he has. Glaive is not at all prepared for that. Device comes in to try clean up shop. But there is mess everywhere right now, and Device, is he going to be able to do anything? That bomb right now is under Vitality control, albeit just barely there on the tip of the bomb site. And Apex is going to mop that one up nice and easily. Vitality, they steal around straight back with a force buy of their own.
This is so awkward.
Ooh. Surprise.
One more squeak out of you, Harry. Is that your shoes?
Yeah, I can do it on command now, apparently.
Great, that is so awesome.
Yeah, well, we'll see if we can work that in anywhere. But right now, this round's got to be squeaky clean from Vitality, and it's been anything but thus far. Magis down here toward the short side, maybe a little bit closer than Vitality are ready for Dupree. Same kind of story. He's able to win that fight out there narrowly over Masuta. But this round is slowly but surely falling apart. And now RPK has to make all the difference. They weren't ready, though, for a triple setup in the toilets. And oh my ghost from RPK. He does get dealt with. Apex comes back up, and Astralis, they don't want to run out of time again. Oh, Apex trying to turn away. Does get that kill. And now 8 seconds. Dupree, once again, not able to get this bomb planted. It is a third round for Vitality, and their second back-to-back coming down to the time. Back in the Vitality of old. RPK does deal with Dupree. And now going to duck on down to Glaive. At least helping out with a short offensive, but RPK's delivered all the kills. Magisk allowed to stand there and just fire off into the face of them out of barrels. Has left Glaive now in the 1v2. A lot to do for the IGL of Astralis. He's going to grab this bomb.
And Glaive, he should be dead here. A bomb plant with 10 seconds, no time to clear the site, and ZywOo is ready. Astralis, a weird game. There are two recurring factors that seem to be a problem right now.
And I mean, I just like this across the board, you know, because usually you kind of have like a long player, then you have a guy in toilets, and they'll normally work in tandem. And what this means is like if you give up long or you give up mid, normally you lose the hold on the long side or the short side, depending on where you gave up, because of toilets. And you can flank through long through the toilets. But with Vitality playing these double setups, it's allowed them to just keep re-peaking on these avenues. Glaive's going to start to plug in those numbers now. Xyp9x gets caught there, trying to hold the rotation of RPK, so even more pressure in the back line. Astralis, they're going to respond to this by trying to take CT control. They know that 2 players find themselves towards short and long, so they capitalize on Apex while he's alone. And now down to the 2v2. Glaive still inside of the site. The bomb tapped there by RPK, and the crossfire comes in for Glaive and Dupree as they get that one done between the 2 of them.
Definitely what they want to do. ZywOo, though, will be the first one that they need to silence, especially towards long. That's a good op kill there. And he's going to continue to deliver. Perhaps he can go for 3, legs him through the pole, and it's just a little too much. Strongest pole in the world, and I don't mean Pasha biceps.
This round is a mess. Shox gets out of the connector and Apex is pushed up B. I don't know how this has transpired, but Xyp9x, will he read this position? Surely not, but Apex pushes into his crosshair. Remember the time issues that have plagued Astralis round by round in this game. With 40 seconds, this hopefully can't be one of them. Xyp9x is in the perfect position to shut down this flank, but Mizuta is going to take him down, and now Astralis have to double down.
The player at Dumpster, he can Molotov into the bank. That Molotov actually going a little bit shallow. Has given the AWP a chance. Glaive taking down the first, gets deleted there through the wall. They tap the bomb to try and bake the peek out from Dupree. Rallies off a shot, now they know. And there's the kill for RPK. Defuse will be found. It's going to be close, but it's still a 9th round for Vitality up on the tally.
On the fly, having smoke. Regular old John Elway out here. Dupree rushing into the water. Can't seem to net himself too. Masuda will be there to reply. He's going to be the one holding the fort down here within this B bomb site. The bomb will get planted. There will be no time issues here. 3 versus 3 on the retake. Apex coming through the monster tunnel, and he's out already. He needs to wait for his teammates who are coming through sandbags and water area. The double dink. Xyp9x somehow staying alive.
That's another very awkward post plant here for Astralis. They're cooped up back towards CT. Xyp9x has laid it out. Magisk, holding that pixel gap, gets the kill to ZywOo, and now just Shox. Magisk delivers in spades. 3 kills from him, and a 4th round for Astralis.
Oh my god, this is going to be a real awkward encounter. Glaive just passing the fountain. Meanwhile, Shox passing him out. Left, right, good night. That's a bomb down, and that's going to create a big problem. Again, we find a time...
Yeah, and now it's only Masuta left. A little thing to note as well, Astralis, not a team that run the Krieg. They do here in round 15, and everyone purchases one up. And it gives them some immediate good results. A 9-6 half there. Oh, it certainly feels like it, but will it be enough? You know, a good start versus Astralis sometimes doesn't equate to a good ending, and already... Come on. Go on. Another one. You've been dinked, but it's...
There was a real chance there. Device gave us some highlight clips in the last map. Wouldn't be surprised to see him again now. Xyp9x is going to be wheeling in the site, trying to jump spot there. Short, here comes a grenade. It's not going to land the damage that he would have hoped for. The desired damage, one might even say. Glaive's going to be there to help. The reinforcements have arrived. Meanwhile, we have a fight going on in the bathrooms. With the bomb plant. Pressure now onto Astralis. Shox evening it up. Finds 3 with the P250. Can he keep it going? 2v2.
Yeah, now only Dupree left in the blink of an eye. It's fallen down to one man. This was looking so good for Astralis. Dupree has to finish the work that the rest of the team started, and it's not happening today. Shox will take down 3, Apex with a double.
See that rotate doubles back. Device comes up to the top side to join Magisk, who was in consideration, and Vitality are walking up short. This scout needs to paint some big damage across. There's a kill. Magisk getting some more off as well. Device finishes the job he started onto RPK. Molotov will force him out, but he still lines up a couple more, and it's going to be a done deal. Surely a locked-in round for Astralis with the Force. Apex trying to make it happen on his own.
Yeah, but it's this connector player that should seal the deal. Zipnik's going to emerge from his little hidey hole, his little goblin. Oh. He tried to shoot the gun over. Get him into position just to lock this down. Device is going to go back into the toilets now a little bit late, and from the divider, he will cut ZywOo in 2. Dupree deals with Masuta down in the lower tunnels. Now he's looking for a little bit more as he moves through connector. Shox holding this flank. Actually,
what?
I don't know how Shox wins that one. Gravity's against him, everything's against him. Dupree's at the bottom of the ladder and just gets blown away.
Yeah.
Gets Goomba stomped out of the round.
And that's just not something that happens to you and your friends in matchmaking. I can assure you that. Device not quick enough for the turnaround there, and RPK is going to lead the charge out into this A bomb site. They're going to get the bomb plant. Still a ton of time to work with. There we go. Just going to try to take it up the short area. Finds one onto Apex, even in the score a little bit. Shox very low. After that encounter, it left him with 19 HP, but with this bomb planted, Vitality hold all the cards.
Ooh, and now he's made his appearance. Astralis have been trying to figure out where the hell Shox has gone all round long. Magisk, now one more player unknown. It's RPK close to the corner, taking the fight. And Magisk is running out of time. He'll get flanked as well.
I don't know if it's a case of there's a gun in spawn meant for it, but no, I think this was by design, and maybe with good reason. Shox there delivering with the deagle early on. He seems very, very aware that this is not going to go around just yet. He's still holding for this short peek. Now, Apex is over here by the bench. Looks like he's going to get into position to line up this utility for the rest of the squad. There's the first kill found from Astralis. It's Dupree forcing a fight long side. Device strikes one down in the meantime. And oh, Device, another kill. The double mollies rain on in. But it's Dupree and Device again, the hotshot duo back from Dust 2, delivering in spades here for the Astralis squad. Apex is now all alone. However, he's brought this down to a 1v3. Double setup over on the truck side. The flashbangs are good. Oh, Apex, little too blind there to get through the door. Does manage to get away, and Astralis are going to get themselves a 10th. It's another round where Glaive has set down the headset. All right, guys, only people starting with the letter D can get kills this round, and they've done it.
More B utility for Vitality. I don't want to see a rush here, but oh, that's unlucky for them. Zipnix is going to boost up. Great call from Astralis. They've been running this double con setup, and they're going to completely dispatch it the second it gets seen. You can already see Glaive is hanging around toilets. His teammate Magist running all the way back. Oh, that's not Magist, Zipnix rather, running all the way back towards B safely. Going to reconsider as Device gets a kill in middle, smoking off his retreat. ZywOo doesn't care. He's going to find him anyway. And Astralis, how will they respond to this? Oh, no, Dupree. You've been burned before in this position. Sneaking down. No one falling on his head this time, but there are two players in position. Shox again trading, this time at least not midair.
Oh, Glaive with the follow-up. Good calm there. Hey, Shox is coming down.
Pushed into short is going to be on this angle, maybe sooner than RPK realizes. 14-12 now.
Zuta alone in middle. Got to fight Dupree. It's a tough battle as Flash is coming from Astralis. Glaive, he's been very quick in these last few rounds, getting some spam off. Shox does trade, but he's low. I guess there's no reason to rotate off at the moment. Vitality throwing in the utility. Astralis, they've cleared B short, and that could be confirmation bias here. They think B is empty. That is not the case. It's a full four-man monster commitment. A rotate comes through from Zipnik. Still two players here, but they've got to hold their own. The spray is not there, and ZywOo and RPK open up the site.
Everything. He wants absolutely nothing to do with this.
Double connector setup, though, and this has been so good for Astralis in some of these prior rounds. Oh, baby. Dupree's waiting. The check isn't there. Mizuta looking in the right corner, and I guess it was the wrong corner. Dupree spammed in through the hole. Not going to be finished off, though. Apex can try and molly him out, but there is utility to smoke that off. Doesn't matter. Dupree's dead anyway. And Well, Zipnix, he's the second man down here, but there's no one on top side. Everyone is lower right now. Apex not going to expect a second player in this corner.
Oh, it looked like Apex saw him there. I think he saw the barrel just a little bit ahead of time. Doesn't matter. Zipnix still wins that fight. Team Vitality, the pressure is mounting. The pressure is monumental, and you've got to get past Glaive here. The flashes are so damn good. The UMP's almost done it, and there's Magis to secure match and series point for Astralis. He would head into overtime. ZywOo going to get run boosted up over into the crosshair device. On the long side, engagement from Magisk, a little bit overzealous there. They give Apex the double entry as Astralis try and pressure these players. Zipnix will nade one from the round and also deals with Apex, but gets caught on the repeak, and this leaves Dupree all alone. 1-on-3 in through the connector. Vitality, surely they do not give this up. Not with shots in this position as well. We're heading to overtime. You know, while before it looked like it was going to be the B play, and there were 4 players here for the Danes, now there's only 2, with Magisk playing up in heaven for that rotate between either site. And that now puts a lot of pressure on Device and Glaive. Pressure, though, being applied, and they morph under it. They'll take up a bunch of kills here for Astralis. ZywOo's trying to close the gap, trying to close the distance. And while Glaive getting dropped over at short side looked like a way in. However, they lose ZywOo, they lose Masuta, and with it, they lose that round. The 16th now on the board for Astralis as they take the first of overtime.
You know, I much prefer 16K. Lets you get those guns in, doesn't let you get broken in the 3rd round if you lose the opening 2. So many tournaments, so many leagues. It's hard to remember all of the rule sets, but he will remember nothing in this round. His brain gets blown out, fried by Shocks with a double kill down on the lower site. They're not going to commit, though. Astralis still have 2 more men there, and of course the bomb has been lost in... the bomb has been picked back up. I've just confirmed that as well.
25 seconds on the clock here. That Molotov's gone over. Zipnix is so blind, and they check it. Oh, the flash perfect from ZywOo. Trying to listen for anything that might give him hints as to where these players are. And right now it's Shocks who's got aggressive in Bank that has this round dead to rights. Glaive is not ready for it.
And Astralis, oh my god, look at this flank. He has somehow come through T-spawn. It is immediately traded. As a man who has shaved his head. Thoughts, Harry?
You certainly notice it in the gameplay outside of the server almost immediately. I think that's why the Ents boys have tried to catch on as well. And I don't know if it's working over there, but maybe it is. In this round, here and now, it's certainly working out for Shocks. Oh, it's working out for everyone. They're all inspired by the bold plays of that man. Now Device all alone, and a lot to do. 1 versus 3, there's players all around him. Oh, he's going to try and play around this smoke. That is ballsy, to say the very least. Drops on down, but Masuta keeping an eye on the toilets, and that's a 17th round for Vitality. They stand 2-1 up at the end of the first half of OT. Smoke down, so always going to get ahead of it, try and use this smoke against Astralis, but they are ready for exactly that. The flash is good. I think that was Magisk actually setting himself up there with that flashbang. Gets the kill on the back of it. Shocks now. Gonna try and re-aggress, gonna try and get into the toilets, and almost gets pretty deep. But Dupree able to put him in the grave, and don't worry, he's dug plenty of slots for all these Vitality players. He'll take another, as now it's only RPK 1-on-4. A lot of work to do here for the tank as he rumbles into the back line of Astralis, coming alive as he does light up Device, but it's not quite the kill. And a 17-17 scoreline now.
We've got some high fraggers, high flyers in the server. Push up short. Oh, they check it. Masuita's blind as well. He's still able to get away with a kill. Can he get away with his life? Yes. Down to 30. Molotov, Zipnix makes a smart decision not to go through it. Did not need to die there, especially not with a disadvantage already taken with Device losing the head-to-head against ZywOo. Great flash, and Glaive doesn't spray. RPK will keep this advantage rolling for Vitality.
His turn to step into the limelight here. No one to throw a flashbang for him. Instead, he just plays reactively and off for the contact of Shocks. It's enough to get both of the kills for Vitality. And now match point. It's about not putting it in the hands of these CTs. And already one of these Kriegs is going to roar to life.
Re-smoke for the B monster tunnel. They don't have it cleared. Vitality still holding on to what they've got. Just a man down. ZywOo tries to take a shot. Jump spotting here from inside of the A site. going to drop a Molotov.
I still have a feeling this is B, though. Yeah, I think it is. Astralis is dropping down. They've thrown that close smoke to deny information for Vitality, but they're still walking into the stack. Vitality haven't fallen for this fake. They have 3 players on lower. So Astralis, 15 seconds. They've got to get the kills, and they've got to get them now or are heading to nuke. RPK lining them up and knocking them down. It's 3 for him. Shox joins the party, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 3rd map. We're going the distance here for the final day of this group stage for ESL Pro League. Season 11, Vitality take Overpass away from Astralis. What a game. Yeah. What a series this is.
Well, this is not time for Resident Sleeper. This is time for a pistol round, and Shox having put extreme damage down on the last map. Let's see if he can replicate that performance here. Device, also one of those players that we've been watching and really kind of admiring as to the way he's moving around and getting things done for Astralis here.
Yeah, lower sight for RPK and the likes, but Astralis already here in numbers, and Magiska's got 2 of his own. Quick kills down on B. They're going to get into the vents. Apex is already here on rotation from that top site, but the bomb planted for Astralis. The retake on for Vitality. They're making it look interesting. This kill is everything, and Glaive gets it, keeps it for Astralis in the 3-on-1.
Yeah, these are my kills, see? That's what Glaive said there as he's delivered that one. Ooh, a little spinning number from Apex.
Is he a Bond villain?
It seems like. Slow it down. Zeus on ZywOo.
Oh,
Zeus on Mazuda.
Zeus.
What are they going to do with this? What is going to happen? Are they going to tase a player, hold him in place, and then eliminate him? Or how's this going to go down?
Don't talk about that idea, Trace. I've heard that one before.
It's an interesting one. Now, imagine if he could just Zeus the smoke, and then it kind of eliminates everyone in the smoke, right?
Oh, dear. He actually gets a kill straight up. That's not like the usual way where you're like gimping it on a corner. Instead, he just runs straight in and deals with a man. And he just might try and tempt these players in the bomb site. There's the first. Ooh. Oh, dear. The flanks come in from ZywOo.
It's done.
That's the bomb up there. Xyp9x, I don't think there's any way he can win this. He will deal with the player in the site, but ZywOo knows that this one is done. And Xyp9x, wow, he's hoping. Yeah. ZywOo's even rubbing it in. This all started with a Zeus kill as well.
Xyp9x without that grappling hook, he's not going to be able to get back up there towards the heaven area.
See, Trace, that's you'd always have that in your backpack.
Nothing getting offered up. He's just missed his timing onto Shox, but he's got back to check. So they'll tuck tail and run towards B. They're not ready for Masuta. He's not missing with the shooter. Shuts down 2, leaving dupreeh and Xyp9x in the hot seat. They will get rid of ZywOo over towards ramp. And now following up onto the man down here at B. The plant can come in. RPK to try and deny it, but it gets planted behind the silo there. That's a clean plant. And oh, there's the peak from Xyp9x. 3 kills for him, and Astralis get themselves a 3rd on the board. Xyp9x is already down the vent, and he snuck down here right in the beginning of the round over here, Decon side. Now, as Astralis have tried to pressure outside, Vitality have moved more and more players down to this lower bomb site. Apex does get caught rotating up through ramp, but there's still so many bodies here. 3 players for Vitality currently reside on B. So if Astralis commit to this, they are walking into that stack.
Yes, the SMG does work out. No armor, no problem here for Masuta. Flashed in by his teammate, able to get that kill. And now Astralis going top side. The rotations are up. ZywOo comes through the vents. He gets traded. RPK should have this kill locked and loaded. But the kill, a flank from Heaven rather coming through. Device getting a shot off. And the bomb actually gets out of the door. RPK, if he kills that bomb, he wins the round. But now it gets a plant instead. Shox, is he being watched? Is this cover there? No, dupreeh dead in the water. It's Device alone, and he's distracted as well. Swivels back for the kill, and it's Shox alone on the site. A one-on-one, no kit, has to tap it. Device doesn't know there's no kit in play, and he's got to force the kill. He gets the round for Astralis. 3 frags for Device.
Speaking of 3rd maps, it's about time I give you a little bit of an update over on the other side of things with NIP versus INTS. 14-8, INTS are about to do it to them on Inferno. Hearts will be broken. I told you this, and I meant it.
Device.
Breaking the glass.
Over here in main, dupreeh dropped. Shox's position over in the garage goes unchecked, and that allows him to remove almost 2 from the tally for Astralis. Magiska's there to help Glaive out of danger at the very, very least, but it's still a 2-on-4. This is still a round that Vitality hold quite the advantage in. Bomb Down towards Hell, has to get retrieved by Astralis, and you can see they're both kind of looking at each other like, oh, Magis, you got 100 HP. You go get it. And he does. He's listened. They've well trained him. As he sets up down in Hell now. Suta hopping down into the crosshair of Magiski goes. Bit of an awkward fight to give away if you're Team Vitality, because now the options are open to Astralis. They can go ramp, they can go heaven, they can leave outside in its entirety. They could have even wrapped into main. They could be anywhere. So for ZywOo, he's got to have his eyes and wits about him, and that flick is fast as hell. Only Glaive left standing, and with 7 seconds on this clock, he taps the bomb. ZywOo going to swing open those doors and pulls the attention left and right. Apex is there to solidify it.
So a real trial by fire, but he's holding his own. 6-6.
Yeah, an Apex's spot right there is certainly one to catch them off guard. He's going to do just that with the pre-falling. Until now, things could go completely awry here for the side of Astralis. Here comes the push from Shocks, only needs to find one. Smartly enough, backs out, could have went for more.
Talking of pushing, RPK is going on a bit of a push of his own with Masuta, chasing the lobby flank, gets a kill. They won't be ready for another landing door, you think, but Masuta will jump check it, Device getting the kill instantly, and there's still 2 more men inside of the lobby. ZywOo, timing is everything, and he almost gets caught, but RPK covers him from the hut, and Vitality, 7 rounds on the CT side.
Well, now they find themselves falling behind. Shocks tries to get down into Secret. I do not know how he's able to get away with either a kill, let alone that much damage onto Astralis. The flashbang certainly helped there. Team Vitality bailing Shocks out of the danger zone, at least for a brief moment. ZywOo's going to cut down Device on the jump across. Things have gone from bad to worse here for the Danes. They have at least been able to get 2 of their 3 players into Secret and down towards this B-bomb site. Is it going to matter, though? Because Masuta has come rotating in and looks to make this B site his own.
And I definitely want to see a replay of that ZywOo shot on the Device jumping through outside. In the meantime, we're going to look at a bomb plant potentially here in the lower site. Dupree's going to be able to put it down behind Silo. And that's going to set them up for a very tumultuous hold here. ZywOo taking considerable damage, and they're going to push ramp on that. ZywOo gets punished completely. 3v3, Glaive very low on 6 HP. You would think things don't get easier here, but with the bomb planted, it's Vitality that need to step forward.
And fast as well. Already a half-ticked bomb. RPK coming in late on ramp. Sitnix, oh, he's holding it. He's waiting, and he's going to hit the leg shot. It's not the kill. Molotov taking a second. You don't have time when you're up against RPK, running through the fire. The CZ takes too long to build, and he's down to 3 HP. Same story on Glaive, 6 to his name. Molly on the bomb. That might have just won the round, and it's done exactly that. The bomb exploding. I don't think there was time anyway by the time they got on that defuse. 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Not that many, Harry. It's fine. It's not like you're a human being anyway.
If it makes you feel any better, the internet is forever. Sort of like ZywOo, forever a menace here to Astralis running through the Molotov. Just does what he has to do. Takes down ZywOo, still levels it up to a 3v3.
Yeah, I love that play from Magis. The only issue is he has that bomb, and it gets gifted to Vitality, and they have utility. They've rotated all down here. You don't always want to rotate early off the back of the bomb, but I like this decision to do so in the 3-on-3. The issue is it leaves a lot of the map open, and Zipnix will take it away. RPK getting killed from heaven, not the position he expected to die from. Dupree has a molly. I'd like to see him use it in tandem with this vent play. Get Masuta down the stairwell, and there it is. Both players inside of the B site. Astralis could grab it and go top site. That would be a great call if they can pick it up and get up the vents.
Looks like that's what they want to try to do, but the noise has been made.
The bomb.
Damn. The recovery by Device gives them just enough in this half. Almost split down the middle.
Not easy. Not peasy, but we're getting into the pistol regardless.
Yes, the squeezy is here. It's going to be Glaive squeezing the trigger, just squeezing the trigger to take down Shocks.
Ooh. Looking for some more as well. Second kill, and Vitality all over this lower side.
Yeah, Astralis, though, they've kind of given it to them. They kind of said, you know what, you can have lower V because we sit in a man advantage. However, that could get taken away from Astralis if they're not careful. They've lost 2 to fight at the A site alone, at least for the time being.
Yeah, he is sitting on the precipice of an ace, or was. He had 3 kills in the round. RPK is going to make sure that that is not the case. Now just Device. 1-2 shots, takes down RPK. Now Masuda left alone, goes for a peek. Scary times. Device also very low and somehow comes on top in the 1v1. This pistol round is going to Astralis.
Glaive's peeking over the top of this smoke here. He's got himself up on top of the blue box, now down into credit card. I don't know if that was intentional, but he's going to reposition into main regardless and gets the kill on the back of it. Having him in main actually might prove to be pretty fruitful here for Astralis, as he's quick to pounce onto another. Has to get himself out of danger. Are they saving? They look like they're saving here.
But with risk, sometimes that's reward. Device is going to go ahead and put himself out there on that branch. Finds the shot onto Apex. Going to give himself a third? No.
Team Vitality, they've been really good in these 2BXs, or, you know, being man down in a lot of these situations.
What were you saying about
that flashback, let's just kind of run that one back here.
You want to repeat that last sentence you said?
Don't really want to revisit that.
Really, no.
Not saying that Vitality were going to win that round, but well,
look, I mean, what we do know is that I think that's
what
the
do
thing.
we know, Harry?
That the U.S. Air Force brought this time out. That's what we know.
Yeah, that is what we know, and that pretty much stops the list of the things we can say with certainty. But Vitality, they've been very, very good in these, you know, being a man down, especially when
he's dead. Shots checking it. Glaive sprays, and he will win that fight. Astralis keep the 4-on-4 for now.
Oh dear, they don't know he's here. ZywOo, knife out, and he brings a knife to a gunfight. That goes about as well as you would assume it does. ZywOo cut down. The trade is in for Masuda, but at quite the cost. I mean, he's tagged down at 25 points of health. Glaive's outside push has done so much for Astralis here. It's set them up, it's teed them up for a match point round. And now, from beyond the grave, Glaive has got to watch as his three teammates try and do that outside play justice. Dupree, there it is, the double up, double down, and it's only Apex left in this round. 1v3 and all to do. Dupree dancing on the doorstep does get dropped by Apex, and he's looking for Magisk. He's gonna follow up now. Only Xyp9x to beat. I say only this man. Now we know he loves these clutch scenarios.
There's only one spot you would molly in this site. Oh, Xyp9x. He knows. He knows. Time is low, though. And he's got it. The burning comes through, and there's just enough time for the D2s, I think.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Yeah, that was a close one. The alarm starts to ring.
The crazy thing is Vitality, they've shown such great T-sides across, you know, all their games in the Pro League so far on this map. They actually have a 54% win rate on T-side over the 45%, sorry, of the rounds they win on Nuke, 54% of them are T-rounds. So that just shows something. And Astralis are making them look lost on this half. Credit where credit is due.
I do sometimes feel like as well, though, that's largely because it seems like Astralis pick into this map a lot, and we know that that means they often start on the T side and do very well from that position. Now, Device here going to catch Apex, and a double advantage found from Device. He just might be the man to carry Astralis across this finish line and put this series to bed. RPK, Masuda, and ZywOo, the three names in this server, a mixture of old and new here for Team Vitality to try and keep the fight going. They're going to group all three players up and head towards the ramp room. Xyp9x is here, scoped up with the Krieg, has support from Device, who's already on 2 in this round. Device gone, but they don't get past Xyp9x, 16-8. And Astralis see this one through to the very, very end. They'll take it 2-1 over Vitality.